Hello, this is Sandy with Sandy's Crafty Creations. In this tutorial we are working on our 8" by 5.5" flip hinge mini album. We are going to assemble the cover and add the pages into the album. First I went ahead and followed the cutting guide and cut out my chipboard, Tyvek, and the smooth black cardstock for my pages and pockets. So to start off, we cut our chipboard. You will need 2 each 7 3/4" by 5.5" pieces of the chipboard. Did I say cardstock? For chipboard for the covers. And this is medium weight chipboard. And then you need for the spine a 3.5" by 5.5" tall. So that's going to make our cover. And we also need the Tyvek, which is 6.5" by 5". That's for the cover. Then for the base pages, we need 6 each 8" by 5". And then after I tell you the cutting, then we're going to score these. And it really helps when you're cutting out your papers and your chipboard that you label it so that you know what it is. Maybe clip them together. So like all these pieces, I label for myself so that I know what they are. Then you need to also have 2 8" by 6" for pocket pages, 2 5" by 5" for faux pages, 2 6" by 4.5" for our side pockets, and then we need a total of 6 4.5" by 6". That makes 2 sets of Waterfall flat pages. Okay, so I'm going to get my scoreboard. The best scoreboard to use that I have found is the Martha Stewart, because it does have all the fractions, the 8ths and quarters, measured all the way across the front. So we're going to take the base pages, need to be all scored. You have 6 of these that are 8" by 5.5". And in the instructions it says which side you score on. So when it says score on the 8" side, that means put your 8" length in at the top. So you see where the 8" is there. And we're going to score each one of these at the 1/2". This is creating our hinge flap. 1/2" on all 6 of these. After I score these, I'm going to put the sticky note back on them so I know what these are for. So this is all your prep work, cutting out your chipboard and your cardstock pieces according to the cutting guide in the tutorial, and then going ahead and scoring according to the instructions. So that's 6 pages, 8" by 5", scored on the 8" side at 1/2" on all 6. Set those aside. Then we take 2 pocket pages that are 8" by 6", and we're going to score the 6" side. So you put it in so it's at the top to the 6 inches. Score at 1/2" and at 5.5". This gives you a hinge on each side. Set that aside. We have 1 more of those. Put the 6 inches at the top. Score at 1/2". Make sure that we're still in the screen here. And at 5.5". And we'll label those and set those aside. Next we have the 2 faux pages. These are cut 5" by 5". It doesn't matter which way you put it in. You're only going to make 1 score. Put it in, 5" at the top, score 1/4". That's a real narrow little hinge there, just a 1/4" wide. I think I did mine, just stay here. 1/4", that's right. Set that aside, and the other one, same, 1/4" score mark, and set that one aside. Have 2 side pockets. Put it in so that the 6" side is at the top. Score at 1/2". 5.5. Do the second one. 6 inches across the top. Score it 1/2 inch and 5.5. Then for our waterfall flaps, there's 6 of these, 4.5 by 6. Put your 6 inch measurement in at the top, 6 inch, and score it at 1/2 inch. I'm going to do all 6 of these the same way. You should be able to cut all of these pages for this mini album out of, let's see, 7 12 by 12 black smooth cardstock. So you will need 7 full-size 12 by 12 black cardstock to cut all these measurements down. So I'm going to stick this sticky note back in. I'm going to stack these up. So get that out of the way. Then I'm going to put the scoreboard away. And for the covers, if you're cutting your own, 1 sheet of 12 by 12 medium weight cardstock will give you these 3 pieces. So you only need 1 medium weight 12 by 12 chipboard for your covers. So now we're ready to assemble our cover.